The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Oldham High School's football starts now.
It is a gorgeous night for high school football. It is week 4 tonight, a treat. South Oldham at North Oldham. Chris LeBar along with Joey Hamilton. It's been a little bit since North Oldham has defeated South Oldham, but a perfect night for football.
It's been a while. I think the last 6 matchups, North has not won, so they're looking for it. But you got a new coach. He's looking for new experiences. They're looking to start a new trend, so tonight might be the night. You never know.
Well, we were here last Friday, and we saw North Oldham defeat Holy Cross, a game in which they did a little bit of everything well. They scored on the last drive to close the first half, started on the first drive to start the second half, and that was the difference in the game.
They lost the quarterback last week, and the backup, Nick Freeland, came in, and I know the coach had to feel confident about him coming in, and offense didn't seem to skip a beat, so – with something like that happening, they're looking for big things this week.
Take a look again at North Oldham a little bit inside some of these numbers, and certainly 1-2 to start the year. A big test tonight after the win last week, but a +2 turnover margin. That's been very critical for them.
Yes, their defense. They've been solid. They got an interception last week. They're a solid defense. That is what that's what's going to be tonight. It's going to be their defense versus the the South. So excuse me if I get caught up in the North and South tonight. It'll be the North defense versus the South offense, and that's what's going to be the key tonight.
And South Oldham, the opponent tonight, coached by Jamie Reed. We'll have a conversation with Coach Reed in just a little bit. This a Dragon football team, they have played 3 very difficult opponents. The lone win week 2 versus a solid Silver Creek team in southern Indiana, but they played a very difficult slate.
They played 3 stout opponents. Cal, they are, I believe, a 2A school, and they are the top of the state. Ballard has tremendous talent on their team this year. And Silver Creek, they're a dominant force in their class in football. They've been up and coming, and it took Coach Reed a come from behind win to get Silver Creek, and so I think tonight though, I see South going back to a little bit of what they used to do, because the last 4 or 5 years they've averaged over 30 points a game, and this year they're only averaging about 15 points a game. So I see Coach Reed going back to his roots, trying to see where they can put some points up on the board.
Giving up 31 points per game. That certainly has to be cleaned up moving forward.
Yeah, they've stuck with the same defensive format. They've had a 4-3. Their 4-3 scheme is what they've done the last 4 or 5 years. Sometimes too deep. But I think sometimes, it's about youth or inexperience. And they have a few seniors out there, but it's their first time playing. So first time playing varsity. So even though it may say senior right there, some of those guys, they're going to have to grow up quick.
South Oldham coached by Jamie Reed. He is going for his 100th win at South Oldham tonight. He will join our Joey Hamilton. That conversation on the way when we return to Goshen from Glycod.com.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online, CrestwoodCoinLaundryKY.com. Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
Summer is here. That puts a lot of strain on your air conditioner. Are you ready? Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your air conditioner isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We're fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Thompson Heating and Cooling in LaGrange. For trusted, on-time service, call Thompson at 502-817-3105. Thompson, making people comfortable. ThompsonHeating.net.
Hamilton here with the coach of the South Oldham Dragons of 12 seasons, Coach Jamie Reed. Coach, what's this week been like for you in practice?
We've had a great week. Our kids are excited about the game. Anytime you can play a rival team, I think the spirits are high.
Coach, what have you seen recently in your first 3 games that has surprised you in a positive way?
Well, nothing's really surprised me. We played 3 really outstanding opponents, and we really intentionally went out to make our schedule a lot tougher this year, try to help us in district play, try to help us in the playoffs, and so far, I thought we'd be a lot more competitive against Cal, and I thought we'd be a lot more competitive against Ballard. But, we're still growing a little bit, and hopefully this week we can put together 4 quarters of football.
Speaking of a rivalry, Coach, this is a rivalry game. So how do you manage your team's emotions throughout the week?
Oh, it's huge. It's hard to manage it. You try to get them off of social media. They're on social media talking about how bad they're going to beat teams and all that stuff. And, it's just, it's like playing your brother. You want to win, and you do everything in your power to make sure you have success.
Sounds great, Coach. Thank you, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Did it work that time?
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. It will take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall, grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, inexpensive wooden one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
Robert Lane is not a seasoned politician. He grew up in Oldham County and has been in the trenches alongside first responders for over 20 years. As sheriff, he will provide fresh, community-oriented policing perspectives while maintaining a duty to serve citizens fairly and impartially. Vote for a candidate with a servant's heart. Vote Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff, committed to community.
I'm Robert Lane, and I approve this message.
Paid for and approved by Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
This telecast is copyrighted by Glycod Media for the private use of your audience. The use of pictures, videos, and audio without the express written permission of Glycod is prohibited. Now look at the keys to tonight's matchup presented by Robert Lane for Sheriff, committed to community. What's most important tonight, Coach?
Well, consistency. Consistency from both teams. Consistency is the key word for tonight's game. The North Oldham defense versus that South Oldham offense. North Oldham, they'd love to put up another stout performance on defense. Though they gave up only 7 points last week against Holy Cross. And South Oldham, they need to put more points on the board. I think they're going to go back to their more traditional flex bone. They've been in the shotgun the last couple of weeks. I think that flex bone is where it's at for them. And once they get that going, I think they can put some points up.
For North Oldham, a new quarterback, Nick Freeland, will succeed Jace Bullock. Jace started the last few games, broken collarbone, so he's out for the year. Inserted Freeland, no stranger to that position.
No, I talked to Coach Gary Satori, who's working with the quarterbacks, and he is really confident in our quarterback, Nick Freeland. Nick, he came in the game last week. Nick, he ran the offense. They put points up, so they've got to feel really confident about him in there. And he's got a group of receivers. He's got Liam Hudson. He's got Mike Powell, Ben Basir at running back. He's got a group there. He's got Witzel. Those guys, they put up a stout performance last week.
Yeah, Nick played a lot of quarterback last year in 2020, 764 pass yards and 7 touchdowns. Mac Pyle will start tonight at running back, did not start last week at running back, and he showed flashes with explosion last week.
Well, Mike Powell had a couple runs there where he just broke free. Noah Lieber came in there late, and Lieber came in toward the end of the game where they wanted to run some clock down. But Powell is their breakaway guy. Like I said, they have plenty of receivers on the outside that Coach was he was excited about. Luke Canfield, Liam Hudson, Ben Basir, and Blake Witzel. So that's what North is looking for. Defensively for North, they've got Michael Davis in the middle, and we got Blake Witzel out there playing wide, and we got Nick Freeland at safety. So that's your North story. On the South side, they've got Devlin McGee at quarterback. Devlin McGee is a senior, but Devlin McGee is his first year starting, so he's a young senior, if there's such thing. He's a kid who had to wait his turn. He's playing, but they have Jack McCubbin. And Jack McCubbin he's their go-to guy as a running back. And, he may throw the ball a little bit, but that is what South's offense is going to look for. As far as defense, they have their guy in the middle. They have the Maddox Fleener. Maddox Fleener's leading them in tackles. Wyatt Fowler out at cornerback. He also has 20 tackles. So we'll see what they do in the 4-3 setup tonight.
South Oldham and North Oldham, the annual rendition. Great to have these two programs back on the field. More Mustang football. I will talk with Jamie Brown. That conversation on the way when we return to Goshen. Week 4 football here on Glycod. We'll be right back.
Robert Lane is not a seasoned politician. He grew up in Oldham County and has been in the trenches alongside first responders for over 20 years. As sheriff, he will provide fresh, community-oriented policing perspectives while maintaining a duty to serve citizens fairly and impartially. Vote for a candidate with a servant's heart. Vote Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff, committed to community.
I'm Robert Lane, and I approve this message.
Paid for and approved by Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. It will take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, an inexpensive wooden one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Colossians 3:23. Stinnett Plumbing, proudly serving Oldham County with a complete array of services from faucet fixes to bathroom renovations. Locally owned, built on integrity, and committed to bringing exceptional quality work to you. On call 24 hours a day for emergency repairs. Phone 502-690-3070. Stinnett Plumbing. This portion of tonight's game on Glycod is brought to you by Stinnett Plumbing. Reliable, friendly, trusted. Phone 502-690-3070 or go online to StinnettPlumbing.com.
At North Oldham tonight should be a very intriguing high school football game. It's week 4. Jamie Brown, coach of the Mustangs, is here. And back to last Friday for a moment, a good win against a Holy Cross team. Your takeaway and what was your first career win here at North?
Well, first of all, what we've been preaching from day one came to truth. You know, our fruition, as you would say, is win the last 2 minutes of the first half. We could have scored, we didn't, but we definitely had the momentum. And then we won the first drive of the second half, scored, and you know, that put us up 20-7. And what I've told the team this week is, think if you had scored at the end of the first half, and you're already up 20-7, then you score again, and that's the change in the game. So they're seeing some of the things that we're preaching as coaches start to help them win, and that's building their trust and belief. So that's the biggest thing, is we won in a way we've been preaching to win. And secondly, we were the most physical team. And that's something we were worried about when we took the job, was how physical these kids would be. But they out-hit Holy Cross, really went after them, and that's a really good physical football team Holy Cross has. So those two things were the biggest takeaways for a coaching staff.
I would have to think you're pretty encouraged about the makeup of this team. We talked about a strong defense. Yes, you've got that, but some firepower on the outside on offense as well.
Yeah, we knew from day one we had a lot of speed on offense. And part of the reason we haven't been as good on offense the first couple of games is trying to figure out how to get all those guys on the field, how to get them in the right spots. We literally have changed philosophies in what we're doing since week 1. And it's just getting to know kids and getting the ball to them. So we got a slow start offense because of that. It was never a question of talent. We're a little small up front, a little bit banged up, but our overall speed and talent and the skill positions can overcome some of that.
Nick Freeland will start at quarterback after replacing Bullock last week with the injury. What are your expectations and anticipations tonight for him?
Well, the good thing about Nick is he's experienced. You know, he started last year, went through the adversity, the hard times, so he's not going to get down on himself. What we've told him this week is take care of the ball, make sure that we protect the ball, and no turnovers, interceptions, fumbles, and then manage the team. You know, he comes in last week, makes a big throw on the fourth down for a touchdown. So we don't expect big plays like that all the time. Take care of the ball, manage the ball, get us in and out of the huddle, get the play call right, get our pass protection right, do the little things, and then just play. With his experience of going through last year and then really until 2 weeks ago, he was playing quarterback in practice on a regular basis. So he's got to get back in that role. His fundamentals are a little bit off because he hadn't done it. It was a tough week getting fundamentals down again, but he'll be fine. Experience counts.
How does that impact his not receiving? You're going to obviously have to play more folks out there.
Yeah, we're going to insert a sophomore named Rolly Herbert, who we have nicknamed Spider-Man because he literally catches everything, like webs come out of him. He's a great receiver. He'll play more, and he'll have to help us. But it does impact our offense because part of the reason Nick was not the quarterback is to get him on the field and help the team overall. The biggest thing is safety. We lose him now at strong safety, so we have to move a sophomore in there named Mac Powell, who's an excellent football player. But you're losing that senior leadership at safety, and he's been phenomenal there. So that's the impact on the team, is those two guys have to step up and make plays now.
It's been a bit since this school has beaten South Oldham, maybe about 4 jobs ago for you. What do you expect tonight, and what is the assessment of South?
Well, the aggregate score of the last 7 years is 235-28, and 21 of those were last year, so it's 235-7, really. And we didn't shy away from that. We talked to the team about it. I mean, history's history. You can't change history. We're not George Orwell. We're not going to go back and rewrite it. So we told the kids, hey, but now what matters is this year. With South, you're going to get what you always get. Jamie Reed's an outstanding coach. They're very well coached. They play hard. They're in a new offense like us. They're trying to do some spread elements. They're not quite there yet, but they also get back into wishbone and option. So we're going. I suspect we're going to see more of the old Jamie Reed tonight because he's afraid of our big playability and he wants to control the ball. That's what I suspect, but we shall see. Defensively, their defensive line is the best we faced. They're extremely well coached. They come off the ball. They play with their hands well. They're strong. They're the difference maker on defense. We're going to have to make sure we just stay low and play with fundamentals and try to control those guys. I think we have more big playability than them, but they're so good up front. Getting to that point is going to be the tough thing for us. And in kicking game, they're really good, and so we've got to win the kicking game or at least be even with them.
Ahead of a big game, what was practice like this week?
Not as good as I expected, quite honestly. Learning to win when you've been losing is also celebrating 24 hours and then coming back. And they didn't do
Only your
Appreciate it.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For your surprisingly great home and auto rate, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I started smoking probably around 11 or 12 years old, and then within a couple of years, of course, it's just part of your life. I quit in 2012 on May 2nd, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, in the parking lot of the hospital I was about to get admitted to because my left lung had collapsed. I was in the hospital for over 2 months. And then I was home with a tube coming out of my chest for about 6 weeks after that. And that's when I was diagnosed with stage 4. And eventually I will probably die from COPD. I worked in the construction industry. I love to build things. In our old home, it was a fun place. And I built it all with my own hands, the walls, the ceiling, the floors. And that got taken away. We owned a boat, and I had to give it up. I couldn't physically handle it anymore. So we thought, well, let's maybe try to travel a little bit. So we bought a camper, And I had to give that up because I just couldn't, it's physically demanding. So your world just keeps shrinking. When you lay in bed at night, you're by yourself, that's when it weighs on you.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Chris Labar, Joey Hamilton, back to Goshen, Kentucky. 5.5 minutes from tip at South Oldham and North Oldham. 2 of 3 high school football teams in Oldham County. And this series has been dominated by South Oldham, as you see there. They won the last 6, and they've also defeated Oldham County 10 in succession.
Well, South Oldham, relatively new program. I think they may have started, 89, 88, something like that. And North Oldham, they're fairly new too. So, 2 new squads. Like I said, they've only played 16 games, for a rivalry. Most rivalries they talk about, you go back to Mill, Manual, or some of these other rivalries, 100 years. This 16 games, 16 years, I guess. So, it's new, it's fresh. Like I said, South has won the last few, but I think North has a shot tonight. I think with a new coach, new era starting, big win last week, so we'll see what happens.
Mustangs certainly feeling good about themselves. As you mentioned, played very well versus Holy Cross. And South Oldham, they don't have the gaudy record. They're 1-2, but yet they're still the proven commodity in this county. They've been to the semifinal back in 2016 and 2018 in Class 5A. And outside of Louisville, very few coaches know about Jamie Reed, but one of the best in the business.
Jamie Reed came in from Georgia. No one knew about Jamie Reed. Jamie Reed came in, and Jamie Reed started putting points up, and people were like, wow, who's this guy? He's just putting points up. Then he's picked up a guy named Coy Lightfoot. Coy Lightfoot's been his defensive coordinator for the last 7 years. And these two, they've got a tandem. They've been a force to reckon with here in the county. And Jamie Reed has pretty much owned this county for the last 6 or 7 years.
North Oldham coached by Jamie Brown. One of the matchups that I think is going to be very interesting in this game is that South Oldham, they've had the ability to run the football over 250 yards last week versus a pretty strong Ballard team. Can they do that against what is, I think, a very good North Oldham front?
I believe they can. Last week they put up, it was very ironic. They scored 2 touchdowns, which you were looking okay, but if you look at the numbers, they were up over 300 yards. So when you put numbers like that on the ground, you wonder what's happening. But what ended up happening was they had a few interceptions, a few turnovers. The turnover game is what killed them against a very talented Ballard team. So that is the key for South tonight, to turn down on the turnovers and against a very stout and fundamentally sound North defense.
Kickoff when we return to Goshen live from Glycod.com.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online, CrestwoodCoinLaundryKY.com.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. We'll take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, an inexpensive wooden one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
From Glycod, it's Oldham High School's football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service, outdoor equipment specialists who make your life easier. Thompson Heating and Cooling, where your comfort comes first. Roy's Body and Glass Shop, locally owned and operated with a lifetime warranty on all repairs. LaGrange Service Center, quality car care since 1964. Watts Home Center in LaGrange, design that feels like home. Metro Windows, State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilley, Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff, and by Lawson Financial. Now to the field for all the action of Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Here come the South Oldham Dragons to the near sideline. Very few feelings compared to week 4 in high school football. It is a gorgeous night. And you've been in those shoes many sidelines, many times.
Oh, I've been there as a player. I've been there as a coach. This is what it's all about. Friday night, high school football, perfect weather. There's no other place you'd rather be. As a player, especially in a rivalry game, all week long, you're sitting there thinking about this guy or that guy, and you may know that guy because he lives up the street from you or across the street from you, or you all may see each other at the mall and you laugh about it. But come game time, it's serious business.
Referee tonight, Thad Reed. Mohawk, the umpire, line judge, Mike Essenhouse, linesman, Jason Duckworth, Woody Perry, the back judge, South Oldham, will receive.
Yeah, that's a big decision by North. They won the toss and decided to defer to the second half. South Oldham takes the ball here. Back deep, they've got Lucas Oliveros and Jacob Avacito.
He gets Acevedo back there. Acevedo and Oliveros for South Oldham.
Looks like Cooper Benson will be doing the job again this week. Well, he kicked last week for them. He's a freshman. He'll be take all kicking duties tonight.
So North Oldham will boot it, and that ball is hooked to the left and gobbled up by Oliveros. And he'll twist and turn down to the 30-yard line.
Nice tackle there by Mr. Lieber. And we'll see what happens here. First series.
South Oldham offense in some concoction will be Sircone, Self, Phillips, Simpson, and Brashear. Left to right on the line. Devlin McGee, 6'1", 155-pound senior quarterback, 37% pass completions, 237 yards with a touchdown on the season.
Looks like they're in a shotgun. Two-back set.
Acevedo in motion, and there's a pre-snap infraction to get things started.
Looks like they're trying a little cross-trap there. Hole's open, but you never know when the whistle blows. Some guys stop. Looks like he had a little opening there. Going to their main man, McCubbin.
Again, Thad Reed is the white hat tonight. That'll be a 5-yard mark-off on South Oldham. 1st and 15 from their 25-yard line. McGee, a first-year starter, succeeding Alex Brown, who was the Dragon quarterback last year.
McCubbin and Burton, two backs again. Pro set, shotgun.
And McGee in the shotgun with Oliveros to the near side. And there's an inside handoff and another flag trailing the play as McCubbin stacked up at the 27.
Well, it looks like that's going to be a hold right away. Shotgun set, they go a little motion to the left, then handoff to the left, sending everyone to the left, basically trying to seal down or the old Green Bay sweep there, and one of the linemen got called for holding real quick.
Dragon receiving targets will be Christian Danielson, their leading receiver on the year, 13 grabs. He'll be split out one side. Also Connor Hayden, the freshman, will play all over the place. Hayden, senior. Hayden, a senior. So Hayden out there for South, and it's first down at 25 now for South Oldham. They started at the 25, now they're back at the 10.
Slot right, slot right, shotgun.
And McGee on a 3-step drop. He's going to look for Danielson, and that ball a little bit too long.
Good coverage out there by number 10, Blake Wetzel.
Wetzel, sensational last week versus North. We'll give you the North Oldham defense. Ben Becerra, Charles Bradley at an end with Bryce Grady and Wyatt Drury inside. The linebackers Lieber, Davis, and Simpson. Wetzel, Hudson, Pyle, Canfield form the secondary. And South Oldham now second down and 25 from their 10.
They tried to overload on that last one. They did a little button hook there, and outside guy did a post. Just overthrew him.
And McGee has that ball coughed up, and he'll scoop it up back inside his 5-yard line.
Bryce Grady in there quick. I think the quarterback, as he was going to do some play action, I don't know if he's going to fake that or hand that off, ran right into his running back, and they bumped and fumbled the ball. Bryce Grady, number 70, right in there to make the play. D-tackle.
Grady was very active last week. We called his name a half dozen times for the North Oldham junior.
Things not going well here for South Oldham here in the early goings. They've done nothing but go backwards. It is 3rd and 36, isn't it?
From their
wow.
4. 3rd and a mile and an inside handoff, and South Oldham will be forced to punt.
Smart play by Coach Reed, or play it safe. Straight handoff up the middle, just try to get a little room so they can punt it out of here.
North Oldham should have advantageous field position to start, as South Oldham now from their 4-yard line. Sam Reagan, the normal punter for South. They're going to send back Julian Miles, the freshman.
Roland Herbert, number 9, back there.
So Miles back to punt, and he'll get it out of dodge and elevate it. That ball's coughed up, and North Oldham will have it at their 36-yard line.
Nice play by Herbert right there. Ball, it took a tricky bounce. He tried to catch it on the in-between, and smart real quick, just fell on it. That's all you want is position on that. Good job, young man. Way to hang on to it.
Here's this Mustang offense. New left tackle tonight. Nolan Johnson will be out at left tackle. Bryce Grady, left guard. Austin Colburn, the center. Thomas Stevens, right guard. And freshman Grady Anthony is the right tackle. 1st and 10, North Oldham from the South Oldham 36. New quarterback, senior Nick Freeland. He'll be in the shotgun with Mac Pyle behind him. Great crowd on hand. So glad to have you with us for high school football.
Becerra in the slot.
And Freeland will sling it short. And North
Becerra.
Oldham with Becerra will reel it in, a gain of about 5 down to the 30.
It's just a little quick little out route by Becerra in the slot. Outside man goes deep to try to push the defense away. Quarterback looks, pick up of, well, not as much as it looked like. I thought he was up a little farther myself personally, but referee spotted back. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 8.
From the 34-yard line for North Oldham. That's Becerra's 6th grab of the year. As Freeland up under center. Vance in a fullback position. And he's going to lead for Pyle, and Pyle slices it back against the grain. Gain of a couple, and it's a 3rd down and 6 coming up.
A little misdirection right there. Just handoff up the middle, start right, cut back left. Number 44, Maddox Fleener, senior, right there and on the play. Also, number 72, Grayson Brashear.
South Oldham defense down linesman Johnston, Brashear, Lally, and Kleber, Jacobs, Fleener, whom Joey mentioned at linebacker, along with Kyle Smythe, Fowler, and Oliveros, the corners, Nathan Hill, Jarrett Straker. The safeties, 3rd down and 7 on the docket for North from the South Oldham 33. Rolling is Freeland. He'll sling it short, and Becerra stoned shy of a 1st down.
Nice play out there by number 18, Wyatt Fowler. Becerra just in the slot again, just did a little quick out route. And as he does his little out, the quarterback just tried to get him while he's on the quick open. South Oldham playing that 4-3 defense. Cover 2 look like. 2 safeties deep. Try to catch it before you get to the flat cornerback out there. Good job by Wyatt Fowler.
4th down and 3 for North. 4 minutes gone by. South Oldham 3 and out. Now this is North's answer from the Dragon 33. Ball on the short side of the field, and Pyle against the grain. He needed 3, and it will be tight.
Number 37, Jacob Johnston right there is close. This time they went opposite. They went left, and then he just cut back right. And Johnston was there on the play. Just straight dive.
See if we can get a measurement, a zoom on the measurement there, Mike. See if we can take a close look at this measurement. Needed 3, did Pyle.
This would be a big play for the South defense if they could stop this.
Not sure where the chain crew is. It's on the near side of the field. It's not a long, there we go. It's not a long gaunt out to the spot.
That's one of the shorter trips I've seen in a long time.
And South Oldham will hold.
He doesn't get it. He's short. That is a great play by Jacob Johnston. Johnston came right in and gobbled up Powell right away.
Great shot by Mike Sumner on camera tonight upstairs in South Oldham now from their 33. First down and 10. U of L Health Medical Center Northeast proud to support North Oldham High School football. U of L Health Medical proud to bring the power of you to your community. First and 10 from the 26 for South Oldham. And McGee in the belly of the up back.
Gives that to Burton. That looks like a little more traditional South Oldham that I'm used to watching. A little flex bone action there. Ride that fullback, see what happens. Tackle doesn't come down. You just give it to him. He gets 6 yards.
Second and 4 from the 32 for South. And this is going to be one of the up men. That's McGee. I beg your pardon on the keeper.
Yeah.
And McGee scrambles for a first down.
That was a nice ride right there by McGee. McGee rolled him all the way in, and then once 3 guys hit Burton, he just pulled it out of there and took off up the right side. It's a nice little gain right there. That's that flex bone with Jamie Reed. You know, like I said, the last 6 years, they averaged about 30 points a game, 32 to be precise. And they went away from that this year. They've gone more of that traditional shotgun, but I think this is bread and butter for him.
First and 10, South Oldham after their first down. They'll have it from the 40, and Burton will get a healthy chunk of 5, and there is a flag in the backfield. The third penalty here in the early phases.
Looks like that's going to be a hold. Well. Yes, a hold. Oh, a hold on the defense, though. That's a little rare. Most times they said holding on the offense, hold on the defense.
And maybe a personal foul on North Oldham. They'll mark it inside Mustang territory. 15-yard mark off. That infraction occurred literally at the feet of McGee from the naked eye, and apparently he was roughed. So first and 10, South Oldham from the North Oldham 40. Sun starting to set. Breeze picking up a flawless night. And Burton is going to rip through the first layer, and he's got a gain of 8 on first down.
That is a nice inside trap that they use out of that flex bone. The quarterback just reverses out. As he reverses out, action goes one way, and he hands off to the back. The back gets a nice trap block and goes straight up the middle. Now, they haven't really shown this much on film this year. This is more traditionally what they've done in the past. This year, they've done nothing but the shotgun and 2-back set or 1-back set. Maybe catching North Oldham off guard here a little bit.
Going to be a Mustang timeout. North Oldham with a pause as this defense back on their heels just a little bit. And it all started with that keeper by McGee to ignite this series.
Yeah, McGee, like I said, a traditional flex bone. Just ride that fullback, and nobody gets him. Nobody touches the fullback. He keeps it. If they all crash down on the fullback, quarterback takes it himself. And they even got a third option on that. You know, if someone, the outside linebacker or the DN goes to the quarterback, he's still got a back out there to pitch it to. Pretty tremendous and potent offense. But like I said, that's why coaches averaged 30-some points a game the last few years. And I think you may see a lot of that tonight, the way they're moving the ball.
Well, talking with Coach Brown, as you heard before the game, he felt like South Oldham may be more prone to have ball control tonight, to limit North Oldham's explosive opportunities.
Yeah, North has been dynamic with the ball. At least last week they were.
McGee in a gun. And a handoff gain of a few yards there, tackled by Liam Hudson.
Yeah, a little cross trap there. Liam Hudson comes up, makes a play. One back goes one direction, fakes there, gives it to the other back out of the pro set. They just crisscross and hands off trap action on the line and gains about 2 yards there.
Caleb Thompson on this set for South Oldham, donning number 41. He'll be lined up in a blocking position there, just right of the right tackle on 2nd down and 8 from the 27. Inside handoff for negligible yardage again. That's Burton on the tote, 3rd down and long.
Just a little ride, fullback ride, going left with it. Give it to the fullback. Quarterback has to give it to him because they collapse on him. They gain about a yard. That's a good job by the North Oldham defense.
4-down territory, one would think, here for South. They're in the middle of no man's land from the North 26. 3rd down and long.
I'd look for South to be passing on this play.
And McGee, he's going to flip it out to the far side. That's McCubbin in space, and he'll cut it back inside for next to nothing.
Outstanding job by the North Oldham defense. Charles Bradley just stepped right out there. Then Bryce Grady comes up and fills the seam. Off the toss sweep, I was a little surprised they tried to go wide there. They had some success up the field, and a little toss sweep there is a good job by the North defense, just shutting it down.
One target thus far to their talented receiver, Danielson. This may be his bread and butter here on 4th and 8 from the North Oldham 27 as we tiptoe under 5 in the first.
Shotgun.
McGee here is rolling left. There's Danielson, and he's overshot for an incompletion.
That's a good pass route. A pro set, both backs staying in block. Quarterback rolls left. Danielson was out wide, and he just went down about 12 yards. They only needed 8, went down 12 yards, stopped. The quarterback just overshot him a little bit.
So North Oldham football for the second time from the Mustang 27. Chris Labar, Joey Hamilton, our producer DK Gauss on hand from Goshen. Week 4 high school football.
Good stop by the North Oldham defense. I think they may give them a little momentum here. So they had the ball moved on them, but good stop, so we'll see what Nick Freeland can do here.
Freeland up under center. Vance in his left-hand hip pocket, and he's going to protect Pyle, and Pyle slices it back inside for a couple.
Nice handoff right at the gut. North Oldham offensive line trying to control the South Oldham defensive line there. Just handoff, gain of about 3 there, maybe 4.
This North Oldham coaching staff with a lot of confidence in this sophomore Pyle. He'll play both ways, starting safety tonight. And as a sophomore, the leading ball carrier this evening for North Oldham. Gain of 3 officially. 2nd down and 7 as you see bottom right. No score.
Double slot.
And Freeland has the snap. Spinning left. Up in the pocket. He'll fall forward for a few. An astute play by the quarterback to avoid a sack.
It looked like they wanted to throw the ball there, but no one was open. Did a little play action, rolled to the left, but that's a good job there by Wyatt Fowler and the guys, Kyle Smith. Those guys did a good job over on that side.
3rd down and 6. Smythe back in action. He played last week. First game all season. Sent out the first 2. Smythe, a welcome contributor to this defense. 7 tackles and a sack at Ballard last week. 3rd down and 5 on the agenda for North. Trips to this near side.
So playing a little 3 deep here. 3 deep coverage, looking for the pass.
Freeland has his eyes locked on the far target. They need 5, and it will be close to a 1st down.
Yeah, you don't really see North Oldham throw that quick pass like that, but they actually called that the right play because South dropped back to a 3 deep coverage.
Mac Pyle with the grab, and that's going to be enough for a 1st down.
Yes. I'm like I said, South backed up to a 3 deep coverage. Usually they play a 2 deep where that guy squats, that corner squats, and he can't get that off. Very fortunate.
First down and 10, so Powell being used heavily here in the first series. Hope you picked him up this week for fantasy football. First and 10, Freeland rolls left, and the backside pressure will swallow him up.
Yeah, he's wide out. He's wide out, tried a little slant there, and it's good coverage out there by the South Oldham defense. Quarterback had no other choice but to take it down and try to run. It's a good job by the defensive line there. Elijah Lally and Malachi Keebler.
Toby Sircone trots on. He'll be a reserve lineman here. He will spell one of the down linemen for South. So a loss of one officially. 2nd and 11 for North Oldham. From their 36-yard line. Their second drive as Freeland spins up in the pocket, and he is brought down by the aforementioned Sircone.
Good job. Jacob Johnston put pressure on him on the outside super fast. He tried to step up, and there you go. Pressure on the inside. Good sack right there. But that was caused by Jacob Johnston on the outside.
Sircone, his second tackle for a loss this year. Now North Oldham behind the chains. 3rd down and 15. 1:20 left in this opening stanza.
And Toby Kersern's getting a lot of play out there today.
Hudson split deepest near us, press box side.
It's a delay of game there.
Back judge dropped that hanky, and that's exactly what Joey meant, a 5-yard mark off on North. They ran out of time.
Right now, the South Oldham defense is doing a good job of covering up what coverage they're playing right there. They're going from 2 deep to 3 deep. They played a cloud coverage there, but that cloud coverage is a DB running back and a safety running up.
3rd down and 20 for North. You have a feeling we're going to be in for a tight one tonight, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
1:11 left
Big
as Freeland rolls left, and he is brought down again.
Number 71 right there.
Elijah Lally on the stop.
Good play by Elijah coming through.
Back-to-back South Oldham sacks, and now North Oldham. They will be faced with 4th and long. Cooper Benson, the freshman punter, on inside his 10, awaiting the snap.
They didn't really give the quarterback a chance in that. The receivers ran about 5-yard routes, and the DBs just stood in front of them and said, you've got 30 yards to get, so wasn't much of.
That ball will evade, and now scooped up by Oliveros. Oliveros dances laterally and falls over to the 47-yard line.
That's a good catch by Oliveros. He tried to get a little something out of that. You know, as long as you get positive yards, he busted left. That was a good tackle there by number 4, Mac Powell. So Powell makes a play on that. Powell's all over the place. Now he stays out there for defense at safety. Right, tight end left.
From the 46, McCubbin seeking the edge. He'll slice it back inside. We've got a flag as McCubbin lassoed down at the 50.
Got a hold over there. McCubbin shotgun, 2 backs, just a little sweep right. 1 back's his lead blocker, everyone trying to seal down. Someone grabbed a little cloth there. One of the big men over there for South holding, so have to push that back.
The 3rd South Oldham infraction here. They'll now have the football stationed back inside their 40. Officially to be dropped at the 36.
It's been the key to the game right there. There have been a lot of penalties. I bet both teams are probably a little over-emotional. Big rivalry game here early in the first quarter. Maybe they'll settle down here in the second.
McGee rolling left, faces pressure, and that ball is coughed up, but apparently down, and it will be South Oldham football.
Nick Lieber on a blitz there, a delayed blitz. Oh, that's number 33. I'm sorry. That is not Nick Lieber. That is Michael Davis. That's his sidekick right there. Michael Davis on a delayed blitz there. and put a lot of pressure on South Oldham quarterback.
South Oldham 2nd and 20 when we return. That's the end of one on Glycod.com.
Range Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Second down and 20, South Oldham from there, 25, and that'll be a nice run up the middle. Kyle Smythe's first tote, and he'll pick up some of that penalty yardage.
Yeah, that's a nice play right there. Just staying with the shotgun here. There are two backs and basically just right off tackle. Lead back going in there trying to get the linebacker. Guard turning in, tackle turning out. Nice little run there to get some of that yardage back. Coach playing it safe. Still on his side of the 50 there.
Third down and 20 for South Oldham from their 35-yard line.
Back to the flex bone. Let's see what we got going here.
With McGee.
Play action.
Screen pass, and that ball is deflected, nearly picked off, but deflected by Tyler Vance.
That was a nice play right there by Tyler. He almost had a pick six there. He threw it right into his hands. Quarterback, a little play action. Back, tried to flare out off the backside, and next thing you know, he said, almost look what I found. Fortunately for South, the ball is knocked down and incomplete.
Got our first half numbers from our statistician tonight, John Herndon. South Oldham with 9 total yards of offense, North Oldham with 3. So that's a strong start by both defenses.
Witzel and Herbert back.
And a
fair
gorgeous
catch.
punt, a high punt. Fair caught with a signal anyway, and down at the 41 for North Oldham.
Roland Herbert couldn't get to it. He did smart thing, try to fair catch it, but it was dropping quick, so he did the smart thing and got out of the way.
So this North Oldham offense back in tow, group only averaging 12 points per game through the first 3, but they have exhibited firepower. Certainly a lot of targets on the outside. The offensive line may be a little bit behind schedule, but a group with a lot of promise.
Well, last week they seemed to open it up a little more. I think that, like I said, first quarter jitters, just trying to get established. Don't want to give anything away early. Let's see what Nick Freeland has here. He's got Mike Powell deep.
First and 10 from the 41 for North. And Pyle will rip off a few as he breaks a tackle, a gain of about 5 yards on first down.
And a straight handoff deep from ISO, and nice play there by Mike Powell. Tackle there by number 31. Is that DJ Jacobs?
What do you like about how Pyle runs the ball?
He's north and south runner. You know, he lowers his shoulders. You know, it's not too many cuts. It's one cut, then he's gone straight up the field there. You know, not a lot of shifty stuff. And he showed it a little bit last week as well.
2nd and 5 on the docket for North from their 46, under 11 and a half. Pyle again gets the call, and this time loses a helmet and about a half yard.
Right there in the middle is number 72. It's Grayson Bashir, and then number 57 there. Is that Elijah Lally?
57 is Sircone.
Lally
with the number change, by the way, is 71 this week.
Okay.
So Pyle loses the helmet. He'll have to sit out this play. 3rd down and 5 for North. And it will be Noah Lieber instead of Pyle, so sophomore for sophomore. defensive controlled game to start. Both teams with penetration in the opposing field, but nothing to show for it. Now we've got another delay of game on North Oldham.
Yeah, North's just trying to figure it out here. They got out there late, I guess, with the one player coming out and the helmet situation. Just kind of messed the whole circumvention of that.
Well, one of the things Coach Brown mentioned last week ahead of Holy Cross was the penalties unforced, and we've seen a couple of instances this evening.
Well, you thought they would have worked hard on that, and I'm sure they probably worked hard on it again. But like I said, being a rivalry game, sometimes those emotions get the best of you.
3rd and 11 from the 40. And that's Lieber, foot in the ground, and he'll pick up about 7 yards on 3rd and 11.
I think he caught caught South Oldham off guard a little bit there. Just one back deep. Quarterback runs back to him, hands off left. Lieber gained some yardage there, but not enough for a first. But a positive gain. They could use that later down the road.
So North Oldham to punt it away. Cooper Benson on 4th down and 4 from the Mustang 47.
So confusion out of the South defense. They're playing a little safe there.
Low snap, and Benson just nudged it forward, and a diving catch down at the 39-yard line. Nice grab by Sam Reagan.
Sam Reagan was actually playing DB right there. Only had one man back deep, and ball was kicked short, and Reagan just kind of ran up under it and stopped the ball from rolling or taking one of those crazy bounces, and saved his team about 10 yards, 15 yards field position.
We'll see what South Oldham's offense can do here. Yet to complete a pass. They've got it from their 39-yard line, 1st down and 10. Two receivers flanked out to the near, and there's a hanky.
That's a legal motion. One of the linemen moved there. Not for sure what number that was. Looked like someone at South Oldham there moved. Could be 5 yards. Another penalty on this side. We've been rigged with penalties on both sides.
Coach Reed will lend an ear to McGee as the senior quarterback trots back inside that South Oldham huddle as you see this North Oldham defense. So the Dragons again behind schedule from their 34, 1st down at 15.
Little flex bone, straight hand off to the left,
and
number 4.
Burton. Jeffrey Burton with his longest carry from scrimmage thus far. He'll pick up about 9 yards.
This quarterback just reversing out, handing off to Burton on the left. Just turning out, and the defensive end over there, he's got contained, so he can't crash down. If he crashes down, the quarterback will keep it. He's got to honor his responsibility there.
You can see what the staff likes in Burton. He's got a burst.
Yeah, Burton, he's a junior. Got another year. He and McCubbin make a nice tandem.
Smythe this time the back, and Smythe will have it in his belly. And Smythe lumbers for a 1st down, brought down at the North 44-yard line, a pickup of 14 yards.
Kyle Smythe, the senior, getting his chance, getting his opportunity in there. It's a nice run. I guess they're giving a little lightning and thunder there. Smythe seems to be a little quicker, a little more of a jet back than Burton. Just give him a little offset of speed there.
Jack McCubbin back on. So South Oldham with a 3-platoon attack in the backfield, but Smythe right now the lone running back in this sequence. And Smythe, the first man through, he'll be the decoys. McKee rolls left, and McGee with a pickup of about 8 yards.
That was picture perfect. That is how you run an option play right there. Nice fake there to the fullback. Rides him. As soon as the defense collapses it, he pulls it and runs it out. North did also an excellent job where they kept up the guy who had outside contained there, kept up with the running back, but not until after Devlin McGee gained about 9 yards there. So
North Oldham timeout. So the Mustangs will call a second timeout, leaving South Oldham with 2nd down and 1. We'll take a quick break. Be right back to Goshen after this from Glycod.com.
Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Colossians 3:23. Stinnett Plumbing. proudly serving Oldham County with a complete array of services from faucet fixes to bathroom renovations. Locally owned, built on integrity, and committed to bringing exceptional quality work to you. On call 24 hours a day for emergency repairs. Phone 502-690-3070. Stinnett Plumbing. This portion of tonight's game on Glycod is brought to you by Stinnett Plumbing. Reliable, friendly, trusted. Phone 502-690-3070 or go online to StinnettPlumbing.com.
Ball here on Glycod. Chris Labar, Joey Hamilton back at North Oldham and Goshen. No score, 7 minutes. Second quarter in South Oldham.
Got a wishbone set
here. They sure
here.
do. 2nd and 1, and it's going to be flipped to McCubbin, and McCubbin needed a long one, and he'll tuck it up inside.
I've seen a wishbone in a long time. It's one back in front, two backs behind him. Just a little toss sweep left, give it to McCubbin. Try to just seal down with the lineman and two lead backs there.
Didn't get it.
Did not get it. That was a good stout job by that North defense.
So 2nd and 1 becomes 3rd and 1 from the Mustang 35.
Wishbone again. You see that North defense is stacked in there.
Smythe the lead back. He'll rip it forward. It's thick in there, as Coach Redmond says a lot, and he may be short again.
It looked like North's playing a little 6-2 defense, 6 down linemen, 2 linebackers. Looks like a legal. Is that a legal substitution?
Didn't need much. It's a first down. Did not need much, and Thad Reed, the referee, will take it upon himself to signal first down.
I think they'll decline that penalty and just take the first down.
I didn't see a penalty. I just think it was a first down.
Okay. Hey, he must have picked his flag up then because he pointed one way, but it was on North Oldham anyway, so it didn't matter too much.
1st and 10. South from the North Oldham 33. This time it's Smythe, left side, and he'll power it up inside for about a yard.
Fullback left, just dive. Other two backs jet to the left. They're staying with the more traditional things that Coach Reed had talked about. Talked about going back to a little more traditional.
Connor Hayden split out near side for South.
Just as I said, he goes shotgun.
Sure does. Oliveros, the change of pace, and he'll fall forward with some progress and momentum. Okay. 3rd down and about 6 as he's brought down at the 30.
There's a nice stop there by Davis, 33, but not until after they gained about 5 yards. A little cross trap action there. As soon as they go from wishbone, they change of pace, go to shotgun, 2 backs. Cross trap, one back dives left, the other one goes right, gets the ball.
Mark line of scrimmage back officially at the 27. So 3rd down and 5 for South Oldham.
Slot, pro, 2 backs, shotgun.
McGee inside Oliveros, and Oliveros downhill for a first down.
I think they got something going with that cross trap. Got the first back leading, and defense seems like they're going right to him, and that offside guard comes back and traps, and there's a nice hole for Oliveros.
So South Oldham inside the North Oldham red zone. First time either team has penetrated inside the 20. And the Dragons now 1st down and 10. A rapidly moving football game tonight at North Oldham. 1st and 10 from the 18. McGee back to throw, pump fake, slings it, and that ball is going to be, they're going to signal touchdown to McCubbin.
Wow.
Touchdown, South Oldham.
That's a nice play by McCubbin. McCubbin did a little out and did a little up. Quarterback McGee scrambles. He had backside pressure there. It was like Toby Saccone was coming, trying to make a play there. And, that's interesting in that play because both guys had the ball, and they were both fighting for the ball. And then the ball came out, but the referee called touchdown, so he gets the final call. And there's no instant replay here like in college or the pros, so it's going to be a touchdown. Nice catch.
That play will be scrutinized this week on live replay on this channel because it looked like for simultaneous possession there for a moment.
Right, simultaneous possession, which does mean that it's a catch by the offensive guy, but next thing you know, Nice kick there.
Sam Reagan on for the point after, and it's in.
Nice kick there. Yeah, but as I said, both guys had it. Then I guess he had it long enough in the official's eye that it is a touchdown because it seemed like the ball came out.
7-0 South Oldham. Mustang response in a minute from Glycod.com.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For your surprisingly great auto rate, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Leading North Oldham, 7-0 touchdown by McCubbin. Jack McCubbin on a touchdown reception. His third score of the year, and it will be North Oldham football. A penalty after the play. So South Oldham will kick off from the North 45-yard line. That last drive, 4:05 elapsed. 10 plays, 61 yards. South Oldham on top by a TD.
That's a huge penalty right there. It's going to more or less stop any good field position that North would be trying to get. They'll probably kick this out of the end zone.
Reagan a downwind, and that ball's going to be brought out, and the Mustangs will bring it across the 15, brought down at the 21-yard line.
Gain a yard there. Thought they'd kick that to the end zone. Nice return there. Good job by North Oldham.
One of the things the Mustangs did well last week, they won the last couple of minutes of the first half, and then the same in the second half. They'll have that opportunity tonight here as they'll have the football to start the third quarter as well.
They came on strong last week, right toward the end of the half and right toward the end of the game. It's like they were building momentum late in the second and late in the fourth quarter. So we'll see if they can do that again tonight.
Nick Freeland trying to ignite this North Oldham offense. 1st and 10 from the 20. Here's an end around, and that play is blown up at the point of attack by Lally.
Yeah, Lally made a nice play there. They tried a little jet sweep there, and it seemed like there's a little miscommunication up front, and it took a little longer than you want your jet sweep to go, and Lally just stepped right in and made a play. Just went through two offensive people, made a play. Nice gap responsibility there.
Hudson and Wetzel, two key weapons, have not been heard from in this first half. They've been a focal point of the South Oldham defensive game plan all week, and it's shown. 2nd and 15 from the 15. Freeland feeling pressure, scrambling, and he'll tuck in a flag.
That was a great job by the South Oldham defense, the defensive backs there. They the two guys, offensive players, tried to do a switch, and they just jammed him right at the line. There was no place for the quarterback to throw it. Nick Freeland had no place to go with it, so they had to tuck it down. And it looks like this is going to be on.
Appears like it's going to be on North Oldham, at least as indicated by the South Oldham sideline.
It's holding. So one of those wideouts were holding out there. But they were getting jammed up, and there's just no place for Nick Freeland to throw the ball.
So North Oldham now backed up inside their 15-yard line.
Defensive coordinator Corey Lightfoot has this defense on fire right now. Their defensive backs are doing a great job at jamming people, and he's getting some pressure up front with Lally in the game.
2nd and 22 from the 8 for North Oldham. Charles Bradley back in the backfield, and Freeland on a quick hitter. And that ball is caught in congestion, a hard-fought catch, and then brought down about the 12-yard line.
That looked like Ben Basir from here. It could be, but that was a quick throw, quick throw. Is lateral, but the South Oldham defense just came right up and made a play on that. There was no place for the receiver to go, and I don't even think they gained a yard, and they may have lost.
Ben Becerra brought that ball in, and a timeout called with 3:23 left in the half. South Oldham using their first timeout. And Jamie Reed, a great call there. He wants the football back with still 3:23 in the half.
That's a smart call by the coach, calling timeout so he can give himself a little time there. That last catch by Becerra was a top-notch catch. You know, the defense was right on him. But it was a great catch, but he just had no place to run to.
The South Oldham schedule, week 1, lose at Cal. Cal, the number 1 team in their class in Kentucky. Week 2, they defeat a very strong Silver Creek team from Sellersburg. And then last week, they lose at Ballard, who outside of Male and Louisville in 6A, it's anybody's shot there behind them, and perhaps Ballard is the team.
Well, Ballard, St. X. Those teams right there, Manual, they're all competing hard. You know, they've got good records, and you know, so it's going to be a dogfight in 6A.
PRP much improved as well.
Oh yeah, they got a lot of speed in PRP.
From the 13, it's 3rd and 17, and Freeland backside pressure. Got to give him a chance, and he's brought down back at the 4.
Very quick pressure there by Maddox, and then Toby Sircone right there on the play. Sircone's making a lot of plays out here. But Maddox and Sircone just got right in there. The quarterback didn't have a shot. Wide out. They just tried to go with a go pattern, and he was double covered. So it's just a good job by the South defense right now.
Timeout South Oldham. They've got 1 left. So South Oldham calls timeout. 3:13 left.
That's another good call by Coach, trying to preserve that clock. You know, you expect they may have trying to throw a pass. Hopefully it was going to be incomplete, but it didn't. They sacked him. Clock's still running. So they should get the ball with about 3 minutes here to go. And
Cooper Benson, a freshman punter for North. He'll be punting inside his kitchen in the end zone.
You'll see if he has a little pressure on him being a freshman there. Big game like this, especially back in your own end zone.
Oliveros salivating. He wants a return. He has got hands on hips for South at the North 38-yard line, but right now the focus is on the snap.
South got a lot of pressure in last time. Sircone got in there very fast last time. So we'll see what happens here.
See what the freshman can do. The Benson, the kicker, a low snap, and he got it out. Little hesitation, he got it out. Brought down by Oliveros. And Oliveros fleet of foot as he slides out of bounds inside the 20.
Well, that was a great job, first of all, by the freshman kicker. You know, the ball was a low snap, took one bounce, he picked it up, caught it, took his time, got a nice kickoff there. And then on the opposite end, Oliveros catches it, makes a positive gain out of that. Gain's probably about 10 or 15 yards. He's going to put South Oldham, I think, just inside the 25-yard line. So it looks like Coach Reed and those timeouts, everything worked according to his plan.
Mark it at the 17, so South Oldham with a short field, 1st and 10 from the Mustang 17. 3:02 left.
So then flex bone right there. Little Maddox Fleener jumping to the nice play
and
right there.
Burton through the gap. 1st down inside the 10, 1st and goal from the 7.
Little flex bone there. Fleener was playing tight end. He started out on the right, shifted, went to the left, shifted the defense over that side. Then they came back to the weak side. That's a good concept, really good concept, especially when the defense moved over like that. They're all expecting to come to the strong side, and that's probably what they had worked on all week.
1st and goal officially from the 6 for South, trying to get 2 quick scores to close this first half.
Fleener again.
Tight formation, Burton the back, and Burton with the handoff.
Not much on that one. Bryce Grady, Wyatt Druitt. These guys, they shut that down really fast right there. And they're waiting on that. As soon as the tight end goes to the left side, the defense is waiting for the ball to come to that side. Last play, it was very successful because they went away from it. This time they go right at the strength of the defense, and I think what gains a yard of that.
Senior center Ethan Phillips leads South back to the line of scrimmage inside of 2 minutes and a half. 2nd and goal, as you see, from the North Oldham 5. McGee in the belly of Burton. He bobbled that, then captured it back, and he's brought down at the 2.
Got a little lucky on that play. Quarterback almost lost it there, and when he did that, that just threw everything off just a so much as that the fullback had gained 2 or 3 yards because the defense had him right there.
That was not a clean handoff. 3rd down and goal from the 3 officially.
I think they're going to stay with that same play and ride the fullback again.
Simpson, Brashear, Self, 3 of those linemen in a stance. McGee on a bootleg, and he is brought down back at the 11-yard line.
There he is, number 36, Noah Lieber. Noah Lieber on there. I think on that play, the defense just put backside pressure and they blitzed that time. So they're expecting a run, so those linebackers are not looking for pass whatsoever. They tried a little bootleg there, and the linebackers, got there quicker than the quarterback to get the ball out because he did have a receiver open on the right side if he could have got that out.
Underscore that sack. South Oldham was knocking on the door, trying to make it a 2-score game, and for the moment anyway, North Oldham hanging on, trailing by 7.
So the coach is going to call a timeout here.
We're going to keep things here as both teams strategize. So South Oldham now burns their last stop at 33 seconds. It would be a 28-yard field goal for Reagan.
That was just a huge play by the defense there. They expect and run. You're running the ball, run the ball up the gut on them. So those linebackers, they're expect and run. A little play action there, and they don't even bite. I mean, well, they do bite actually. They go straight through them. They don't respond to the pass. And they just go in and make the play on the quarterback, sack. Like I said, if that quarterback could have got it off, if McGee could have got that off, he had a guy open on the right side, had a player open on the right side, but just didn't have the time.
The South Oldham staff, Joey, knows their kicking situation better than we do, but a 28-yarder seems like that's certainly doable.
Well, Coach Reed usually has a solid kicking game. I've watched him through the years, and that's one of the things they work on Thursdays on their practice. They work on special teams religiously, and I've seen him have young men that can kick up to like 35, 40 yards. But I think he feels like he needs a touchdown here, and he's going to go with it. It's a rivalry game. Why not go for it? Let's see what we got here.
4th down and goal from the 11. This would be a huge stand for this North Oldham defense. McGee up under center. Faces pressure, little trickeration. It's flipped to Danielson, and Danielson looking for a block, and he's brought down.
Wow, it was a play. It took a little longer to develop than I think Coach wanted that to. Right there, that was number 59. Right there, Austin Corbin came through, made that play. He stopped it. South. I don't know what to say on that. It was a long developing play. That's what I can say about it. It was a long developing play, and it gave the defense a chance to recover on that.
So North Oldham from their 10, and this Mustang team, they've got to feel very good about themselves after holding South Oldham sans another score.
Most definitely.
And Pyle has it up the gut, and that should take us to the turn.
Yeah, North's going to play it safe, just hand it off there. And that last play by South, they tried a little option there, and then they gave it back on an end around. And, that defensive end, he's been making play after play after play on the quarterback. He's the one that's been putting pressure on the quarterback from that backside. So he was right there when the receiver got there, and that took the receiver, took the timing off there. He just tried to juggle there, and then next thing you know, four or five more North defensive players came up, made a play, and here we are at the half, 7-0.
Yep, South Oldham by a score over North Oldham. More high school football from Goshen in just a moment from Blycod.com.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Robert Lane is not a seasoned politician. He grew up in Oldham County and has been in the trenches alongside first responders for over 20 years. As sheriff, he will provide fresh, community-oriented policing perspectives while maintaining a duty to serve citizens fairly and impartially. Vote for a candidate with a servant's heart. Vote Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff, committed to community.
I'm Robert Lane, and I approve this message.
Paid for and approved by Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Metro Windows. Replace your old rotted windows today. Call Kyle at 502-550-1489. That's Metro Windows at 502-550-1489.
Back live here at North Oldham High School. Chris Labar, Joey Hamilton. South Oldham by 7 at halftime, and a very action-packed last 5 minutes of the half.
Yeah, South Oldham, Devlin McGee doing a little something there off the option. He's keeping it, gaining some yards. Jeff Burton gaining yards right there. Their offense is doing, getting up the field. McCubbin catches a touchdown pass there, doing a little out and up. They had a little momentum going. Then I think they're late. They should have probably stayed with that. But, Coach thought he saw something, and so he went with it, and the North Oldham defense came with a great play.
Unofficially, an 18-yard touchdown reception by Jack McCubbin late in the first half. That's the lone score, and obviously no replay at the high school level during the regular season. At the naked eye, it maybe could have gone either way, that call.
Well, when both players have the ball is rewarded to the offensive player. But, I thought the referee threw his two hands up, and next thing you know, the ball popped out. So, could have been an incomplete play, incomplete pass in some cases. But, it's at the discretion of the official. So he called touchdown. So that's what we got, 6-0, and they kicked the extra point, 7-0 here at the half.
Lots to discuss at halftime. We'll digest some of these first half numbers, and they're not too plentiful from an offensive standpoint. But for North Oldham to get something going in this game, they've got to capitalize on their speed on the outside. How do they do that?
Right now, I don't see it happening. Look at the 4-3 defense. Coy Lightfoot's defense there. They're jamming those receivers, and they have no place to go. And then South is getting excellent pressure on the quarterback. So, the quarterback, Nick Freeland, has no place to go. By the time he drops back, they're already on him, and his receivers can't get off the jam. They're being jammed up, and they run the shorter routes, but when they run the shorter routes, it's 3rd and 15. When they run the deeper routes, they just don't, the quarterback doesn't have time. They're going to have to make some adjustments in the clubhouse right now. They're going to go in that locker room and find a way.
7-0 South over North at half. We will ignite the ticker, have some first half scores for you from other games in the area. We'll take care of that while we're away. Back to North Oldham in a minute. Week 4 high school football from Glycott.
rotted and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online, CrestwoodCoinLaundryKY.com.
Today we're talking home renovation with the owner of Watts Home Center, Brian Watts. He just built this beautiful new design.
Schools football on